First off, congratulations to all these years Cranberry League Hall of Fame inductees. Special congrats to Greg Kelly, who I had the pleasure of competing against for a long time, and Brian Warren, who I was fortunate enough to play with at the tail end of my career. And to the 2001 Rockland Cardinals. Can I please get a show of hands on how many of you are here? Rockland Cardinals, please. It's like a science experiment gone awry. It's like they are in Star Wars. Some of you guys reproduced? Tremendous. When I found out that Chris had been selected for the Cranberry League Hall of Fame, I was elated. I was truly happy for somebody who I had the pleasure of playing alongside for so many years. I started to reminisce about all the times I got to watch him take the bump and compete, all the big games he won for us, and there were a lot. All the ridiculous post-game events, silent ball, recorded post-game interviews, the fine box, rock, paper, scissors tournaments, which is normal for adults. Just all the endless laughs over the years. So in light of all this, I did what any fully developed adult does when they want to accurately convey their heartfelt emotions to a good friend. I typed a 50-character message on my phone to show my exuberance. Send. Apparently didn't warrant a phone call. Social skills. I also had the unfortunate experience of actually having a face welch. And since I was hoping to feel insecure about my own abilities for a week, the timing couldn't have been better. I remember that first pitch. All I saw was asses and elbows, and all of a sudden the ball in the catcher's mitt. And I swear to God, Welchie was having Tommy John surgery in between innings. Honestly, trying to hit him was like trying to drink coffee with a fork. I may as well try to use a fork, would have been the same result. Trying to stab things. For those of you who know Welchie, you know what a competitor he is. In one game, and there were plenty that sticks out in my mind more than others, goes back to 2007, 2008. We had run the table during the year, during the regular season, and we found ourselves in the regionals in Albany. We hadn't lost the game yet. We ran into a buzzsaw of a pitcher, guy from Connecticut, and we quickly found ourselves in a hole. Game 2 was against the Long Island Storm. They were mentioned here earlier. For any of you guys who were around back then, you know they were loaded. I mean, just an absolutely stacked team. They had a #1 ace there that we had faced a couple times with limited results. And Welchie was on the bump. And he was just filthy. Absolutely nasty. And he was pitching angry. And if you never got to experience that, it was a lot of fun. He gets through the top of the first, and at that moment, Welchie decided that he needed to express himself. And there's a pretty cool quote that I found that summarizes that moment. When you give yourself permission to communicate what matters to you in every situation, you will have peace, despite rejection or approval. Putting a voice to your soul helps you to let go of the negative energy of fear and regret. So at the top of his lungs and the bottom of his soul, Welchie screams, "Let's effing go." Then he turns to the Storm bench and informed them all that they should probably take a moment and go have intercourse with themselves. I'm serious. I knew two things right then and there. One, I knew without question we were going to win that game. And two, I had a really strong inclination to believe that I was going to wake up in somebody's trunk in New York missing internal organs. Lastly, as a competitor, whether it's baseball, or hockey, football, competitive crochet, any sort of contact sport, I think a majority of us find the greatest satisfaction knowing two things. Most importantly, one, you have the respect and appreciation of your teammates. And two, and running close second, is knowing that the people you competed against see you in the same light. And although tonight is a formal acknowledgement of those things, Chris, I can tell you right now you had all that a long time ago. Congrats, brother. Well deserved.